All right, good evening. First, I'd like to, I know it's a pre-budget meeting, however, I want to make sure that everyone knows the staff, the team that helped put this together, and I want to make sure every time we have an opportunity that you guys get to meet them and see who they are. So behind me, we have the team. So if I can answer a question, they'll be able to answer it for me. I won't go through everyone's name. But just to start off with the objective tonight, again, I know it's a pre-budget meeting, but what I like to do first is start off with some of what we've accomplished in 2018, and so you can understand why we're asking for what we're asking for in 2019. And you know, the size of our department is pretty large, so here's just a few highlights of what we've accomplished for business development department. We've utilized our enterprise zone and our loan fund. We've linked out about $835,000 to 7 businesses, which resulted in about 42 new jobs. That's for our business development department. For our community housing, they completed 25 lead hazard reduction projects, completed 36 home visits, provided education for 72 families. For our federal grants department, HUD, we've completed 42 vendor contracts in 2018 and therefore put out about $3.4 million in grants. Our special events, is Christy here? Okay. As you all know, we're bringing special events back over to CED, but what she's accomplished thus far permitted approximately 200 special events to non-city organizations. And she has more great things planned this year in 2019. Lights in the Parkway revenue increased by 5%, 2016 and 2017. Building standards and safety, housing increased code enforcement inspections and activities year to date. They performed 2,462 inspections, an increase of 316 inspections, citations and hearings for a total of 319, an increase of about 61 from last year. That's year to date. That's our building standards and safety. Planning and zoning. Our planning had 7 land development reviews, 2 subdivisions, 2 zoning changes, 1 adaptive reuse, 9 street vacations, sidewalk postponements, 10 Hamilton Street overlays. Zoning, they received 416 permit applications, 49 zoning application appeals. Historic Architectural Review Board, they've reviewed 49 staff approvals, 31 HARP cases, 2 denials, 1 historic building overlay, 165 district violation have come to them. 2 court cases and 36 of them have been resolved. The other ones are still being worked on. Our health department has investigated approximately 2,000 communicable disease reports, inspected 70 child care centers, 1,400 food establishments, 400 temporary food establishments, provided 400 prenatal and newborn home visits and 45 lead cases. So this is, again, just some accomplishments of 2018 year to date. So as we move forward to 2019, what we're looking at doing is, again, we're not looking at any major changes, but we are looking to adapt our departments so that we can move forward with the future. As you all know, the development's happening pretty fast here. Things are changing within the city, so we need to adapt our department to adjust with these changes. So just a couple of things we're looking at doing. One is technology. I've talked to you guys before about technology. We are definitely putting that into the proposal this year in our budget request. Our technology that we're looking to do is change our inspections so that all of our inspectors from our health department, code enforcement, building standards, all of our inspectors are automated so that we can do our inspections via whether it's iPad, handheld device, whatever it is, but we're looking to try to implement that in 2019. So you will see that in the budget. To accompany that, some other major changes, some staff changes. We will probably adjust some people in the staff. We will also ask for a few new positions. I will tell you that a couple of the main positions we're looking at is a human relations manager. We're looking to bring a human relations manager back to the department, as well as our historic preservation officer. As I read to you, there's 165 violations in the historic district that, and plus environmental reviews that they have to do. We have 1 person trying to handle historic preservation, environmental reviews, and working in planning department. So that's quite a bit for one person to handle. So you will see me making adjustments for that. And as we discussed before, the special events is being moved over to our department, so that'll be another major change you will see. Other than that, you will see something in training. We're looking at, again, with a lot of different departments and different positions, certifications are required. The cost of certifications are starting to go up, and also we want to make sure that all of our staff are trained and have the certifications needed in order to perform their jobs and to perform their jobs well. Other than that, that's the major things you will see in our budget. Other than that, we're open to any questions you may have.
Thank you for that presentation, Mr. Leitner. I'll just say, for myself, I'm very glad to see that as part of your reorganization for the department, you're looking at making Mr. Kimmerly focused more on hard issues. That's something I think is very important. And also the idea of bringing back someone to work with the Human Relations Commission. I think that's good, not just from an investigative standpoint, but also from the idea of the Human Relations Commission currently is trying to do more events in the community, more outreach, and I think having direct staff report for that is going to be really helpful. So I think that's a good direction, and I can say for myself, I'm very happy to see you're going that way. I'm going to open it up to the dais, any of my colleagues who might have a question for Mr. Leitner. Disagree?
No, question. You said, I'm trying to take notes, please, to fast. But do you have a copy that you can, or what are you planning to do that you can give us now, or is that something that you want to present to us when you present the budget?
I can send it to you. I don't have anything formal with me right now. Most of it's up here, but I do have our goals and results and stuff handy right now, but I can send it to you. I will do.
Thank you, great job.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. Anyone else? Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Leitner. Anyone from the public? All right, well, Mr. Leitner, I'm just going to ask one thing. The purpose of these hearings is to also talk about any type of issues and things like that. And other than the technology issue, do you have anything else that you're looking at where you may be trying to find a better way to do things and look to adapt that in 2018, more about what you're looking to try and get accomplished?
I would tell you that anything we do in all of our departments, we're always trying to find a more efficient way to do things. One of the biggest things we're going to be looking at, and I've heard you guys say it several times before, is customer service. We are going to be looking at our customer service, and again, the way we do that is through our technology, but also, again, providing our staff and our team with the tools they need in order to help accommodate a lot of these issues that may come up. But internally, as far as internal issues that we have, I have to say that, unless the staff disagrees with me, but I have to say that internally, I think we're starting to gel and function together as a department. So if there's issues that come up within the public, we try to address them right away. If there's something we can address, we'll bring the other resources in to help us with that. Some of the things we're trying to do again is reestablish and rebuild our relationship with the community. That's another, I won't say it's an issue, but it is a concern of ours that we are looking to try to rekindle and rebuild those. But internally, I think we're starting to function well as a team.
Great, thank you very much, Mr. Leitner. I look forward to hearing more about the technology aspects that you want to change. Ms. Mota, since you didn't step out of the room, did you have anything that you wanted to ask Mr. Leitner before we adjourn?
Can you tell me, so you're gonna move Mrs. Albert to your department? Can you explain the reason? I'm sorry.
Yes, no, that's fine. I went rather quick at the beginning because I figured we'd go through this again at the budget, but.
What will be the benefit of moving her?
The benefit of moving Ms. Albert is that special event used to be in CED years ago anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And as we move forward with marketing, one of the things we're gonna look for in 2019 is our business development department, which is Dan Diaz and Hannah Hart. As we reach out to the businesses, we are trying to utilize our social media, utilize our website to really market and talk with the business to help them. There's no need to do marketing and events in two different places. Special events, marketing, all that falls under community and economic development anyways. It's a good fit for Christy to be with us. Also from the standpoint of that working together, even when she was doing special events before, she would always have that working relationship with our department. So it just seemed like a perfect fit to bring her back, and that we can all do this all the same, in the same group. And on top of that, she can get additional support and help within our department.
Thank you, and I would like to add that she does a great job.
She does.
It's really amazing all the work that she has, done, all the events, well attended.
She does, and we have some nice goals planned for her in 2019 as well.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Miller. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Leitner, and this committee meeting will now stand adjourned.
All right, thank you.